Life in New York City can be quite demanding. The constant hustle and bustle of the Big Apple surrounds us and impacts our lives in subtle ways every single day, whether we are aware of it or not. The streets of our city are imbued with sights, sounds, and tremendous energy, which inadvertently creates an overwhelming chaos and a sense of competition amongst its inhabitants. In this documentary, we will explore the idea of simple living and take a look at how we can simplify our lives in order to find our inner peace, happiness, and balance as individuals.
And I think living simply is very important because it teaches you to treasure the important, simpler things in life, as opposed to always trying to look outside of your world or outside of yourself for your happiness. You try to find happiness in the smaller things in life, and that's essentially simple living. If the world and people live simply, I think a lot of the world's issues would be, not resolved completely, but seriously helped. So living simply cannot help only you, but everyone around you. And to me, simple living is basically spending time with people you love and living minimally, not always being materialistic about things. And I think that can bring you a true sense of happiness.
I believe that simple living is synonymous with being able to enjoy simple, positive human experiences. In our English class, we've gone over a myriad of different human experiences, from people that are facing adversities, to people that are facing worldly conflicts, to people that are just facing personal problems, personal dilemmas. I believe the key to living simply is to purge of materialistic wants and desires. It's to find have faith in human relationship, find someone that you can share your experience with, and enjoy this and value this. This will bring you enlightenment. This will make you feel whole and develop you as an individual.
Yeah, I think it's important to live simply because if you focus on the little things and not on the big picture, you start to lose focus and you never get satisfied.
I contemplated the park. The trees were at full bloom, the flowers vibrant with color, the smell of fresh, humid air. All around was calm. In the soft green grass, the places of nature were not changed. By degrees, the calm and heavenly scene had restored me. When we lose touch with our world, we are no longer living in the present. Victor Frankenstein's obsession with finding the divine knowledge has caused him to ignore the natural beauty of his surroundings and experience detachment from nature. Just as Victor Frankenstein, in this day and age, we tend to focus on our careers or pursuit of recognition and acceptance. While after our ambitions, we often experience alienation and other externalities of being caught up with the smaller things in life. It's vital to recognize the importance of being able to put our careers and ambitions on a halt to simply experience the beauty of nature and of human interconnection.
Well, going for a long jog allows me to be one with myself. I contemplate my beliefs, thoughts, actions. I take in the beauty of my environment. I look for what's out there. Jogging challenges me both physically and mentally. Jogging is definitely my simple pleasure.
Listening to Beyonce, and also taking random walks while listening to Beyonce.
Failing to fetch me at first, keep encouraged. Missing me one place, search another. I stopped somewhere waiting for you. Walt Whitman was all about the human connection. This is simple living at its purest. Building bonds with people, sharing emotions, and communicating as a way to better understand ourselves and others. You see, it doesn't matter, Walt teaches us, that place and time doesn't matter, Looking at a face, seeing a smile, you're at once able to feel what those people feel. And that's the beautiful thing about connection. It's the simplest thing, yet the most magical.
How do you live simply?
Okay, I'll say it.
I live simply by eating organic vegetables like baby kale and spinach every day. It's my simple pleasure.
Although incredible in every sense and dimension, New York City is also incredibly expensive. And no one knows this better than college students. A simple lifestyle does not require the merits of materialistic goods. Here are some free or low-cost ways in which one can enjoy the city. Commuting in Manhattan is a financial nightmare. Ditch the cab and the MTA and get a city bike membership. For only $100 a year, it's a great way to travel around the city. Not only is it relatively cheap, but you can also have an adrenaline pump blast riding down the busy streets of New York City.
That's painful to watch. Just make sure you're a better bike rider than Nani. Hungry and on a budget? Trader Joe's is always a great option for a healthy meal at a low cost price. It's bananas for 19 cents a pop.
Great banana from Trader Joe's. No, I don't usually eat bananas like this. I eat them like this. Less provocative.
Enjoy the atmosphere of a cafe within a bookstore that has a variety of titles for you to pick up and read for free. But don't try to sneak the books home. This ain't a library. Magazines like Time Out provide a list of great and free events throughout the city. In fact, this summer you can check out a series of free movie screenings at Bryant Park.
Could it be? The New Yorker. I can finally afford to read it now. I feel so posh. I don't even understand half of what they're saying. Why waste money on bottled water? With a water bottle that has a reusable water filter, you can tap into the infinite supply of some of New York City's finest water reservoirs. And by doing so, you can surely benefit the environment by sparing the earth of another piece of toxic waste. If only Gregor and his family lived as frugally and as simple as this, maybe they wouldn't have been in debt. Instead, he was caught saying, well aware that I am seriously in debt to our employer, as well as having to look after my parents and my sister, so that I'm trapped in a difficult situation. Maybe things could have been different. Worth a thought.
I definitely have to say running into an old friend after a long time. It's always fun. It's always a pleasure to see someone that you really cared about. To maintain a very simple and happy lifestyle, one doesn't necessarily have to purge themselves of their inherent characteristics. In this complicated and extremely hectic world, one must learn to make their own decisions. To have agency is to have the choice to read a book or watch life as it passes by, instead of being in the rat race that is today's world. Cultivate your own garden, my friends.